You're here with AIC head women's volleyball coach Matt Cribbin. Matt, you're ending your first year here at AIC as the head volleyball coach. You've been in preseason for a couple of weeks now, and the season starts tomorrow, hosting the Yellow Jacket Invitational. Just kind of talk about how things have been going during the preseason and how ready you think we are to get going.
Well, preseason has been going really well. We've had now 18 days of preseason, which has been a really long time. The girls are very excited to get on the court. We did a lot of work. Our fitness level is great right now. Our building a new system has been a challenge off the bat, but they've really started to grab hold of it and to run with it. And I think we are ready for a great tournament. We're hoping to end this weekend 4-0.
Now, obviously it's your first year here. There's always maybe some question marks as to how things are going to go. When you're in your first season, you're getting to know them for the first time. They're all getting to know you. It's not necessarily the most comfortable process to go through sometimes. Just kind of talk about how that's been, really, like, getting to know the players, gaining their trust, and all that.
Well, it's been really successful with the group of women that I have on this team. They're really the best group that I could have possibly come into a new position with. They are 100% on board with what I have to bring, and the transition process has been basically seamless. Once we get into competition, we'll see how that translates, but I'm very confident with what we got.
Now, assuming everything really does go the way that we're hoping to, what kind of team do you think we could be? The NE10 coaches poll has us kind of on the bubble of a playoff spot, not as high as we've been used to being here the last few years. Do you think we're going to be able to prove some teams wrong and really be in like that top 3-4 position, which, if we're there, is also going to virtually guarantee a trip to the NCAA tournament as well?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm supremely confident with the talent level that we have. We return really 5 starters from last year. If they're not starters, they were, quality time getting in there. We have the all-conference setter, Kervelle Redhead, back to run our offense for us. We're strong in the middle with Blair Havron, another one of our captains. I think our team is really going to be, the team that people underestimate at first, but then they start talking about. We're a very offensive-minded team. We don't give up easy points, and we're really looking to play a powerful game. And I do think we should finish in the top 5 of the NE10.
Here with AIC senior setter Kervelle Redhead. Kervelle, we're about to start the 2012 volleyball season. You've been in camp for about 2 weeks. Just kind of talk about how things have been going and how ready you think you are for the season to start on Saturday.
Okay, well, first of all, preseason was a little bit longer, so we got that much more preparation, and we also did a lot of fitness, which would definitely help us with endurance throughout the long season. And I think we're really ready for this season, and I think we should be able to take on the competition.
Okay, now we've been a playoff team for the last few years, especially since you've been here. The coaches picked us to finish kind of right around the bubble, right around that last playoff spot. Do you think that's kind of where this team may fit in? Do you see us just being able to get into the playoffs, or do you think we can really do a little better than that and really surprise some people and finish in the top half?
Yeah, I think the teams in the conference definitely are underestimating us, and we're definitely going to prove them wrong. We usually finish in probably the top half of the conference, in the top 8, and I think we're definitely going to pull that off again this year. We have a bunch of great players and new freshmen that are really capable, and we're definitely going to do it.
Okay, now just to talk about you for a second. Unfortunately, you had to miss pretty much all of last season. You got hurt in the very first match of the year. Just kind of talk about how you were able to kind of deal with that, and how excited you are to come back this season for a 5th year.
Yeah, it was hard not playing last year, but I definitely used the year to actually watch and see what goes on the court and get a different perspective, because I'm used to being on the court. So I think it's really going to help me to improve on my skills after having seen everything that has taken place, and I'll definitely be able to improve on my skill in previous years.
We're here with AIC junior volleyball player Caitlin Connelly. We're about to start the 2012 season, hosting the Yellow Jacket Invitational Saturday and Sunday. We've been in preseason camp for about 2 weeks now, or a little more than that. Just kind of talk about how preseason's been going from your perspective, and how ready do you think we are to get going this year?
I think preseason's going really, really well. We have been working hard every single session that we've been in the gym, and it's definitely a lot different than last season. I feel like we wanted a lot more. I think we have a lot to prove to everyone, so it just makes our practices that much harder, and we want to succeed. So we're going to do whatever it takes to get there.
Okay, now, and as you mentioned, the expectations across the league don't seem to be as good for us as we're used to having them. We've been one of the top, 3 or 4 teams in the NE10 for the last 4 years. The NE10 coaches in the preseason bowl kind of have us down on the, in the bubble, just making the tournament. Do you really think we're going to be able to prove them wrong and surprise some teams and, get back to where we're used to being, and that's, being one of the elite teams in the conference?
I think we have what it takes. We have a lot of great girls, and we've been coming together as a team, and I think we have a lot to prove to everyone who's underestimating us and who doesn't think that because we have a new coach, because we graduated 2 great players, that we don't have what it takes to beat some of the top teams. And I think we're going to prove a lot of people wrong. We set a team goal in the beginning of the season to make it to NCAAs, and so I think once we beat our conference, we're just going to keep going until we get to the top, because that's really what we want to do.
We're here with AIC junior middle blocker Blair Havron. Blair, we're about to start the 2012 volleyball season here at AIC, hosting the Yellow Jacket Invitational Saturday and Sunday. Just kind of talk about how preseason's been going. We've been here for a couple of weeks now, and talk about how ready you think we are to get going.
I think we're good to go. We've had a couple injuries going, but I think when Saturday comes, I think we're going to be good to go. We've had a long preseason, lots of fitness, lots of reps in, and should be good.
All right, now, playoff expectations, I know, have been kind of the norm here ever since you've been here. How well do you think we can really do this season? Do you see us being able to just kind of, sneak into the playoffs around, where the NE10 coaches seem to think we were, or do you see us being able to jump back up to where we're used to being, that's in the top half of the conference?
I see us being able to jump back up to where we are in the conference. I definitely think that we're underestimated. We have a lot of returning players that are solid players, very versatile. We also have some good freshmen coming in that will really make a difference on the court. So.
And we also have a brand new coach this year. Just kind of talk about quickly, how things have been, getting to know him, getting to work with him. Any adjustments you've had to make.